Alright, good morning everybody. I just want to make a short little video before you do the assignment today. Hopefully this will clear up anything that you have questions about, and maybe it's something else that you can use on your assignment and quiz for tomorrow. Okay, so on your assignment today, you're going to be converting decimals to fractions, fractions to decimals, like we have been. Okay, but I'm kind of throwing in a little wrinkle. Okay, I'm throwing in mixed numbers. Okay, so I'm gonna write down what a mixed number is. Okay, so a mixed number is a whole number and a fraction. So 2 and 2/5. Okay, that's a mixed number. Okay, you're also going to see improper fractions today. Alright, and I know I've talked about improper fractions, okay? But an improper fraction is where the numerator is greater than the denominator, okay? Now, so for instance, let's use 5/4. Okay, so that's an improper fraction. Okay, and today you're going to see decimals that look like this. So your decimals for today, some of them, not all of them, are going to be like 4 point, I want to make sure, yeah, so 4.3. Okay, so you have a whole number and then a decimal after. Okay, so let's just go over a couple of examples on how to convert these fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. Okay, so we'll start off with the mixed number. Okay, so when we have a mixed number and we want to put it into fraction or into a decimal. Okay, so I'm going to put this into a decimal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry my 2 over. So my whole number comes over, and that's where my decimal is going to be. Okay? Now all I have to do is convert this fraction to a decimal. Alright, so I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to write 2 divided by 5. Remember, okay, that a fraction is a division problem, and it's your numerator divided by your denominator. So will 5 go into 2? No. So that's my 0. Okay, there's my decimal. I'm going to add a 0. 5 go into 20? Yes. 5 goes into 20 4 times. So 4 times 5 is 20, and that leaves me with 0. Okay, so my 2/5 in a decimal is 0.4. Well, I have my 2. There's my decimal, 0.4. Okay, so I just convert my fraction to a decimal, and then I'm just going to add it to that, so 2.4. Okay, alright, now let's look at our improper fraction. Alright, now if I want to change this to a decimal, well, what do? Well, all I need to do is I divide. Okay, and I'm going to take my numerator and I'm going to divide it by my denominator. So 5 divided by 4. Okay, so when I do this, I'm going to get, well, that's 1. 4 goes into 5 one time. Okay, so there's my 4. Subtract them, 1. Okay, now I can either stop right there and put it in a mixed number, but I want to go to a decimal, so I'm going to keep going. Alright, so 4 won't go into 1, so my decimal comes into play now. Okay, so I add my 0, drop my 0 down. 4 goes into 10, how many times? Goes into it twice. All right, 2 times 4 is 8. I'm going to subtract 10 minus 8, gives me 2. 4 does not go into 2, so I'm going to add another 0 and bring it down. Okay, 4 go into 20? Yes, it does, 5 times. Alright, so 5 times 4 is 20, and I'm at 0. So 5/4, okay, is equal to 1.25. 1.25. Okay? So once I get over here, guys, and I do my first step, alright, 4 won't go into 1, so I have to place a decimal. Okay? And then I just add zeros, as many as I need to. Alright, and I can keep going. Okay. Now let's talk about decimals to fractions. Okay. Now, in other videos, we had fractions like, or decimals like 0.7. Okay. And I told you that we look at the last number, and this is the last number, and we place that number over the appropriate power of 10, and what I mean by that is what place that is in. So the 7 is in the what place? It's in the tenths place. So if it's in the tenths, we go 7 over 10. Okay? It's the same thing we're going to do up here, except we have what? We have a whole number over here. Alright? So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to carry my whole number. Okay? I want to carry that whole number. Now, once I carry that whole number, then I'm going to look at my decimal, my 3, okay, and that's my numerator. My 3 is my numerator. What place is that 3 in? Is it in the tenths, hundredths, or the thousandths place? Well, it's in the tenths place. Okay? So you just have 4 and 3 tenths. So that's what this is, 4.3 tenths. Alright, 4.3 tenths. Alright? Now I'm going to do another decimal one. Okay, 1.23. Alright, so 1.23, what can I do with 1.23? Well, I'm going to keep my 1, and I look at the last number, which is my 3, and what place is that 3 in? So we have 10, the tenths, the hundredths place. Well, that's in the hundredths place. So I'm going to put my 23 over 100. So 1.23 is equal to 1 and 23 hundredths. Okay? Hopefully this video will help you out. Go back and look at the other videos if you need to. Look at this video, pause it, okay, and use it when you're doing your assignment today. Alright, I think you only have 5 problems today. Alright, so, and you can put this in your math journal. It'd probably be a good idea to put it in your math journal. Alright, on working with rational numbers. Alright, so use this, watch it before you do the assignment, and use it, and then you can always go back and watch it again, pause it, or whatever you need to do to keep going back and looking at this while you're doing your assignment. Okay? So, like I said, you have 5 problems to do today, okay? And we have a quiz tomorrow. Alright? So, once you finish today's assignment, go ahead and study, look over your math journal a little bit, and be ready for tomorrow's quiz. Alright? Alright, have a good day.